Phoenix Wright up. I'm excited. I was never down with the whole courtroom game thing. I didn't get it at the time. And then I played Danganronpa, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I'm a fucking detective. I know shit. I can figure crime scenes out. And I had a lot of fun with that. So I'm really interested in how Phoenix Wright is, and I heard it's very popular. And I'm glad there's a fucking cool console version of it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm here to solve some mystery, follow the intrigue, so on and so forth. Nobody got on options. Background music, yeah, that's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course. Yeah, duh. Adjust text box, transparency. No transparency. Oh, there's actually voice acting? Well, I guess it's just the quick, like, objections! And what have you. Okay, yeah, nothing here. Yeah. Trials and Tribulations. God, it's awesome titles. 2001. God, Phoenix Wright's old. 18 years, jeez. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Alright, cool. I just want to... That's pretty neat that it looks like that. Alright, yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, I do. So again, there's going to be a lot of reading too. First steps. Oh, this is going on its own. Oh, so graphic. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. That's kind of cool. Like, I know who the murderer is. Someone like him. Alright, so I gotta just look about this completely different way. Yeah, I'll make it look like he did it. Alright. Because usually, like in Danganronpa, besides what you might, the player, think, you never know who the murderer is right away. Like, alright, you just gotta find the reasons why. Ah, damn it. Alright, defendant, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Well, that's me, boy, I'm nervous. Right? What up, girl? Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I met. God, I pressed it too fast. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you know the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Well, what'd you do? It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, God, stop with those eyes. Nick. Oh, because I'm Phoenix. Oh, hey, Harry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong with you, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I don't know what's going on. So much shit's going on at once. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, he liked the girl that died. Okay. Butts. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. His name's Butts. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. This bitch dead. The young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Buds. Buds. But I'm illiterate, okay? I'm fucking illiterate. Gotta be a lot of talking. Okay. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's actually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, and it's like, what, 45 minutes later? Ooh. Ah! Alright, court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butts. Oh, fucking Payne, that piece of shit. Oh, no one likes Payne. Look at his glasses. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright. This is the first crime. Yeah, we'll probably try to stop doing that. Yeah, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. I have confidence, sir. Give me a break, man. I have this nice fucking suit. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. What? Yeah, sure. Ugh. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Okay, this is basically a tutorial right now. You know, like most cases do. Alright, please state the name of your defendant in the case. That is Larry Butts. Why do they have my name in there? I haven't even met her yet in the story. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name is. Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report over to cover my... I read the case report so many times. It's a... oh no. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix. Oh, that is mine. Oh, okay. I thought she had a different haircut. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 to check. Okay. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Alright. My attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this around. Alright. Can I read more into it? Yeah, profile. The victim in this case is Cindy Stone. The prosecutor for this case, okay. Lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. that looks like me. Alright, who's the victim in this case? That is Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. Correct. What was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned, hit with a blunt object. She looked like she was hit with a blunt object. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Just to be sure. But then again, it could have been a falsified this. He could have strangled her somehow first. She was struck with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Don't be such a pussy, Wright. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain it to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. Alright, there you go. Now I got evidence of that. Alright. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Alright. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in your court. Use the R1 to check your court record frequency. Frequently. There's no frequency to it. Unless this becomes a rhythm game. Mr. Prain, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Okay, so I gotta drink everything in right here, and then I got a question. They'll probably give me a set of questions to use for contradictions. Alright, let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. He might fuck himself. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Wait, we could decide not to put him up. Like, it's not... We're never gonna put him up as... whatever. But I got nothing to use. Any info... And this is all I get is just a small text of info? Just 3 lines? Okay, my boss and a very good defense attorney. Defendant in the case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. That's all we got. She moved in an apartment by herself. And... just that asshole. Okay. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were we were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Alright? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on, July. The end of July. The day before the murder. Indeed. She appeared to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appeared that she had that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Yeah, stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm gonna go get to the bottom of this. Oh, he's not helping. Let's continue the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly? Yeah, sure, why not? I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. I might have fucked myself there. Order! Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Whoa. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. It is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz to the stand. Sawitz? Sawitz? Oh, you're the guy that did it. Mr. Sawitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Okay. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. What do I have for information? Just passport. What's your deal? Discovers Miss Stone's body. Newspaper salesman who saw Larry flee. Okay. I thought he must be in a hurry before he left the door half open behind him. I think it's strange. I looked inside the apartment. But that's not what happened. He probably saw him leave and then come in and then murder her. That's probably what happened. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Yeah, I got no time here. Okay. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Okay. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawitz used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your proposal. Okay. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Oh, come on, Wright. How do you not know what a cross-examination is? Right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you're supposed to expose the lies in the testimony that the witness just gave you. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then what witness must have lied in the testimony, or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Oh no, I hope my computer's not getting hacked into. There's all this shit always popping up. Stupid laptop. Anyway. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness. No, fuck your update. Update these nuts, my name. Yes. Alright. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court records and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicted evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. They're not even making something about it. It's like, you point your fucking finger at him, tell him he's full of shit. Okay. Open the court records with the R1 button, and then point the contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Yeah, just like... Okay, witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Alright, he lied somewhere. Gotta figure out where this asshole lied. Blood loss, stinker, Paris, electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from 6 p.m. to noon from 6 p.m. tits. Oh, God. Oh, it has to be one of these evidences? I don't even know. 4 p.m. to 5, lost blood, trauma. The statue figure is heavy. The victim apparently arrived from Paris. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it is strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember that the time exactly was 1 a.m. Aha! I think I found where he fucked up. Yeah! Fuck you! You found the body at 1 p.m.? Are you sure about that? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts this, bitch. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Yeah, get fucking nervous, you stupid bitch. Oh, I'm throwing fucking garbage everywhere. And spit. I hope that was spit. Whoa, don't you object me. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sawitz? Sawitz? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. I've been through worse. I've been through fucking class trials of death. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, and he's gonna be more full of shit. I'm gonna use my evidence. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. What do I have to prove that that's completely fucking bullshit? Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Alright, okay. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. What do I have for evidence? Oh, I got it. I got you, you stupid fuck. It was because the power was off. Yeah, the power was off. Why would there be anything on? You see, when I heard the body, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that it was probably coming from the television. Bullshit! Because the power was off. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Yeah, you silly bitch. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawitz? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawitz? Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony one more time. Alright. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it! There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. What? Whoa. Can I go back to that? No, I can't. That's fine. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Oh, you're completely wrong then. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Okay, he's just completely wrong. Why would he even say that? The murder weapon was the thinker, you stupid bitch. Now you're just being silly! Wait. You're just being an idiot! My drinky poo. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you... I'm a lawyer, you asshole. I'm a fucking defense lawyer? Like, what do you mean? Just answer the question. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have a problem with this testimony now? Yeah, I fucking do. How did he know? Why would he pick up the weapon? Yeah, Your Honor. There's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he would have known the weapon was a clock is he was holding it in his hand, yet the witness testified he had never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Knew the victim? I don't have evidence of that, but he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, that voice was buried into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. I love that. What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless accusations. Conjectures. Sorry. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, I saw. Oh God, he just threw his fucking toupee at me. This asshole. Shut up, I hate you. It was me, it was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, your claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawitz heard was definitely this clock. Oh shit, there's a bar up there. I didn't even notice. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbor. Try sounding the clock. I don't know what it is. Okay, I guess that's how many mistakes I can make. I can barely see it. That's fine. A fact which is clear. Can't be the batteries. Ask the neighbors. I guess sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock. Hear it in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked someone to be very careful. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is a thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? Uh-huh, there you go. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawitz heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawitz, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing! Maybe I did. What's he talking about? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yeah, Your Honor. I mean, I can't let you indict the witness. Unfortunately... Oh, fuck, did I fuck up? That ends the cross-examination! Ah! I came all this way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. I fucked up. Damn it. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do for it now. Oh, no, I fucked up. Not so fast! I mean, Chief? Listen up. Right. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. 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 Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Huh, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence and prove why the clock was running slow. I guess it would be the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it was 4 here, it was 1 and the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead and her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It! Wow, he disappeared. Order! Order, I say! Wow, this case was certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Not innocent. Ah, fuck. Shit. Got that case done in less than a half hour. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawitz let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sarwick grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd. Whew! I still can't believe we won! Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. I did do pretty swell, even though I did give up towards the end. I really thought I just fucked up. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Larry, she was a hoe, Larry. She was a stinking, rotten hoe, and you should be happy she's dead. She caused nothing but trouble, even when she died. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yeah, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Evidence? A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Huh, really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you cry, man? Larry... Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't want to get sympathy with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She died of blood loss. I guess because she had the statue? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some cheap punk chump to her, huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it of it what you will. And even if that was the case, it was your love that got her killed if that was really the case then. We should not think of it that way. I think it's worse. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We'll never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Why do we have to fade to black to that? Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Sally, how... Oh, wait, Sally. Bleh. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. To innocent butts! Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry. Harry Butts. Oh, God. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Yeah, let it get drunk. So, my first trial came to a close. Well, that was a lot easier to just jump into than fucking Danganronpa's 2 hours before you get into your first trial. Takes forever to get people into that fucking game. Everyone gives up. Not me. I'm just glad that we just jumped right into a trial and got with it. I can dig that. So my first case came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident? What? What do you mean? What could that mean? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep? What? Why did it get so dark? Brand new episode has been added. Save your progress. Fuck yeah! Let me do one thing real quick. I'm just gonna go turn off my notifications so they don't keep popping up and get in the way. So my apologies on the way, and I gotta switch my fucking controller real fast because these things are dying. Notifications. Shut the fuck up. Alright, this is me grabbing a controller too. So, no memento, por favor. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Yeah, pretty fun so far, I can say. I like the dialogue. It's actually pretty funny. I thought it'd be a little too serious, but that was a fun little case. That was really cute. No, we don't go right. We're good. Hello? This is Maya. Oh, my. Hey, Maya, it's me. Hi. Oh, what's up? Sorry. I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what is this? What is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't, talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there is a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, like burgers. Yeah, I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Oh, so Maya dies, I guess, because she had information in the clock. Okay, September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Faye & Co. Law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see right over there. That must be the thinker, that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not, Cogniverse of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I can't even speak or read. I should have been more careful. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Oh, she dies. That's cray. The Thinker does it again. It's funny that they let us see who the fucking person is. Red, white, blue. December 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fanco Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Smell this can't be. I have to go check it out. Nothing off the bat is suspicious, so I guess it doesn't matter. I can't go over that thing. My head might be blocking shit sometimes. But okay, I guess I just want my head in the door. Move. Office. That smell of blood. Sis, someone's there. Chief! Chief! Oh, she's dead. Who are you? Chief 8? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Is she dead or just fucked up? Her body was still warm. Okay. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade until finally she was cold. Oh, she's dead. Chief. I can't believe this thing is just a murder machine. It's the most dangerous weapon. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Okay, when things go yellow. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Okay, there you go. Got my bullet. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass. Glass standing. Must be pieces of the glass light stand laying broken in the back of the room. The broken remains of glass stands broken beyond all recognition. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from my hand. What could it be? Oh shit. Maya. A word is written in Maya. Unless it says something else upside down. Like Wayne or Wada. Keep that in mind. Anyone with a W in their name is a real killer. Did Maya write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. A department store receipt with the letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Nah. I don't work that way, Mr. Wright. Some shards of glass on the floor. They seem to be the remains of the glass stand. No clues here? Okay, just making sure there's no clues behind my stupid fucking head. The chief's chair. A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit on too. Cool. Banco ledger book. Everything's written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right. I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! Come quick! What was that? Someone screamed from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. The phone receiver's in a few screws. I better not use it. Someone's trying to frame me? Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up the ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Anything in the trash? Nope. That bitch across the street's gonna fucking frame me. This is where she filled the cases and the rulings. Okay, nothing else. Checked. Checked. Move. Yes. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya? Oh, shit. So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought they'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Oh, okay. Examine. No. Examine the room. We move around. We're not gonna move. Let's talk to her some more. Yeah, what happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis... so she was already dead. Alright, you and the chief... Yeah, we're sisters. I'm her younger sister, and you were here visiting this late at night? Yeah, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Present. About the thinker. There's the thinker. That was... Oh, sis. Oh, probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Oh, I was to say there's shit in here. Before Maya died, she wrote a message with your name in blood. Yeah, that's even worse. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write that name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're on their way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe! Dick Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She would have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Huh. The word Maya here means anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? That's fucked up. Maya's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Oh, jeez. This whole thing went to shit. Remember we got up dinner 12 hours ago? Fuck me. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Of course I will. Yeah, she didn't do it. I know. Well, Phoenix doesn't know, but I know. Well, I'll say it's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in the court. Oh wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Huh. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the eyes of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I'm ever in trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Ah, shit. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay, it's true. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this as I know. Examine. What do we got here? Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visiting room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. No clues here. These fluorescent lights are suspicious. Let's talk some more. Oh yeah, I'll do that when I get to the bit. Alright, let's talk about Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's that outfit? Oh, this. This is what, acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Oh, it's nothing like strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Okay, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence from an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it, in her own voice? Her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation in my cell phone. You record it? Yeah, I forget how to delete those things. Alright, yeah, let's listen to it. So you say, well, it's probably the same conversation we heard earlier, but still, yeah. Okay, you had a recording of your sister on the cell phone? Yeah, let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see the detective, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Yeah, sure. The conversation I had with my sister was recorded on my cell phone. Alright, thanks. Alright, the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. Alright, I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock, the one Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was around 9 a.m. 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. Done. Well, you're a speedy medium, so you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Faye family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive in the spirit world. Wait a second, you said Faye family? So Mai was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Huh. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, you can't... Well, can't you contact my spirit then? You could just ask who the killer was. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be easy, too. I thought that'd be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor of you? This is the address of a famous lawyer. Oh, jeez. My sister gave this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could ask him to represent me? I want to represent you. Well, I said it was up to her, so I'll accept. Fine. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. The visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this. She wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, the other guy. Grossberg. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Yeah, why not? I'll be a little snoopy. Table for clients. I like an ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, the lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Oh, that's something. Check out that plant. Expanded potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelf filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they're ever been read. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Yep, that's in this fucking place. Lame. Move. Better head back to the office. December 6th, Fan Cove offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait. You're with the Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? Oh, guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright, sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Wasn't it Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Let's do some examinations real quick. a nice, beautiful day out. There's a hotel right across the way. Oh, it's a hotel. My favorite part of the plan. I remember it had this bizarre name. No one could ever remember it. Quarterline Stritica, pal. Who was that? The Gumshoe say that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made my cry when she saw it. I have to check it out one of these days. Maya's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is my... Oh, that's sad. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Maya probably read all of these. That's it. Alright, what's Gumshoe got to say? There's no one to move. Yeah, just back there, which we're not going to do. Talk. Talk about Maya. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. And then he gives it to me right away. Why giving me all this shit, bud? Alright, Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you ain't gonna win. What evidence do you have besides us being here? Why would you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the I can't even speak. The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. He's that other guy. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't go talk to him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this is pretty much decided. This pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Damn. Present. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on the thing. Present. I was wondering, did you see my Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. Tell him not so straight. He doesn't believe in me. Tell him straight. I tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all little girl's sweetness and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Huh? Oh. Here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems I didn't notice the recorded conversations. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court records to hear the recorded messages. I guess all the questions I needed to. I asked all the questions I needed to. You all done, pal? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, pal. Oh, her. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. I was like, who? Maya? The witness. Yeah, Miss April May. I love these names. Miss April May. Miss Left... Dr. Left Right. Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying a lawyer trick on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Huh? What? Oh, this is just my other shit. Okay, so let's move. Gatewater Hotel. Is she like a cat person? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder. Gee, this is all something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine her. Oh God, that's me! Alright, examine her room in the meantime. Oh, hello, that's suspicious as fuck! There's a screwdriver stuck in the... My phone's screwed. My phone's receiver was unscrewed. Why would you have a fucking screwdriver in a hotel, lady? What are you trying at? This bitch. Ugh. My hair looks like a mess. Yeah, that makes it look slightly better. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Alright, I can't do anything now. Talk. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe, incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred, happened the day that... the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Could you just... who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you're blushing. Believe me, this is my first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes you didn't. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Oh boy. I don't know what to do with this bitch. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Bank A & Co. lawyer's office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from the distance, though. A simple bet. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. A bottle and 2 glasses on the table. Someone must have been staying with her. Uh-huh. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of these is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Got nothing there. I can't present any really good information. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by a present. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand. How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness? It's just like in the movies. She's not gonna help me with anything. Yeah, she's not gonna help me. I can't talk her out of anything. I gotta move. What to where from here? My office is busy. Maybe what's-his-face is back. Seems like Grossberg is out still. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. He's even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Oh, so you're a lawyer. Are you now? Yeah, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yeah, Maya. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even get a chance to ask him? What do I tell Maya? What's the deal? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see? But the client is my Faye's sister. Mai trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anymore. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I can't say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Yeah, seriously, what the fuck's going on here? How do you know Mai Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat? It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Anything else here that's useful? No, not really. Okay, cool. That's the whole conversation. That will be useful later. I don't think I can do anything to present him with this. Make him feel bad. Be like, this attorney's badge means I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Alright, fine. I'm leaving. I'll let her know that I'll defend her. Poor Mai. You're stuck with me. A detention center visiting room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what did I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. He was the fattest fat shit I ever seen in my life, to be honest. What really happened? You don't mean he refused the help? Ugh. I see. I've been abandoned then. Aww. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. You don't know, so she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you lived by yourself. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent. I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who was the man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consulted with the medium. Had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mom was a fraud, and the medium jumped on it big time in the media. My mother became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White. Huh. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her here and go home? I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. Yeah, you didn't do it. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about the whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way the lawyer refused to help Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing's more sad and more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Aw, baby Phoenix Wright. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. This is some pretty fucking lawyer drama-y shit. I'm digging it. That's kind of you. Aw, she loves me. Time to prove some innocence. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Ah. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside the strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. That has to be something in there. Nothing to present to her. I guess to show it to her. Like, hey, I got the phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Oh. Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Aww. Thank you. Aww. I don't think I can present her with anything. Alright, I gotta move. I'm gonna head back to the hotel. Fuck. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No. Hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Oh, I almost forgot. You came back quickly? Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Red, white, and blue. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Maya and Mia's mother? Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver over there. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Found in Miss May's hotel room. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There is a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean? Oh, bellboy's still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May, in court. This game's really good. That was fucking rad. I want to finish this court case. Cool. Hell fucking yeah. Really digging it. I'm really digging this. The next day. Ooh, courtroom number 1. Going up. Oh, there he is with his ruffle. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Your defendant, Miss Maya May, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution team sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. Oh, I have all the evidence in my head right now. There's so many contradictions in this shit. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Looks like he doesn't know where he is. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well. Let me use this floor map for of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. Okay, yeah, I see it. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, it's a clock. Floor plans have been added to the court record. Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene of incorrect. Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify the court about this hard evidence. Alright, what do you got, you stupid bitch? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed on the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, sir. Cross-examinate what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Oh, Maya just literally threw something at me. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'll like to begin my cross-examination. So, what am I doing exactly? Oh, L1 to press. Because I have no real evidence anywhere. Yeah, time of death. The conversation, broken glass, the murder weapon again, the bug, the receipt, and the layout of the place. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed over to the scene. I can believe that. There were 2 people already there. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describe her. Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink claims that was hard evidence? What? Miss Maya isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't a pink pal. Huh? Well, I guess she is in pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in the testimony. Your Honor, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Doesn't it go like this? Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Okay, this guy was smart. Unlike some people, they don't usually get that part right. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of information the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Okay. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written in blood. It was written clearly in blood. Lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the victim's name. That's his whole story, huh? Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Okay, that's how many chances I have. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay. Got a memo written on a piece of paper. Yeah, that one. The department store receipt. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to... It's not a memo, it was a receipt. Is that anything to contradict him with? Why not? I'm probably wrong. The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the events and statements related? There aren't, they are there. Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts before making accusations. Ooh, that hurt. I don't think that won me any points at the judge. Yeah, I fucked up there. Damn, this is a toughie. What should I press them on? She could have wrote it for different reasons. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes a killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in the books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? Oh, I'm getting in! There you go, there it is. I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Do you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister. Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness is evident. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. God, he's a good lawyer. He's good. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole story. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, it could say something else. Do you have proof it was who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, okay, I got nothing out of that. Yeesh, this one's hard. Yeah, time of death, blood object. Found it! No, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. I fucked it. Nice try. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. I found it, you stupid bitch. I knew I had it somewhere. I was pressing on certain things, and I liked the dialogue for it. It made me confident I was going the right way, but I was wrong myself. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mai Fei, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fei. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? I don't think so. You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Oh. Order! Order! Our defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly do you obtain that autopsy report? When? Yeah, who gave me an autopsy report? Let me see. Yeah, who gave me this report? Yeah, it was after the murder. Was it after the murder? God damn it, let me try and remember. It was obviously sometime after the murder. It wasn't the day of the murder or the day after. Because I didn't get shit until after the fact. I'm gonna say after. It was the day after the murder? Oh, I fucked up. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a fatal blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No, there's nothing I can do about that then. Because he says he has new information, no matter what I said. No way. Yeah, it's bullshit info. It's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Oh, fuck. I wish I could present something to it. Like, wait a minute. Time of death. No, this won't help. That won't help. That won't help. I'm a sham. Sergeant, I've heard there's nothing you wouldn't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks of the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived a few minutes after being hit. Damn, what an asshole. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April Mays, take the stand. Exactly. What part of innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. I got everyone wound up. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in the courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, witness's account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. Okay. What do we got here? I died from a blow from a blunt object. We got profiles. What do we got here? Prosecutor and this man who would do anything to get guilty. Oh boy, the gate until. Okay. So just looking at these little informations on these guys. Maybe I could have used them. Okay. Clock out. Sorry, I have paper papers. Is that evidence? I'll see you tonight at 9. Glass shards, that little thingy. And, okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the fence. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in that defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy wit. Wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkable, solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright, what about my cross-examination? I thought the witness' testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Oh, God. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss My Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimony. So, fuck you, man. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, let's fucking go. What do we got? It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts a bit. Okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. Why'd you look out the window? Why'd you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look out the window? Why were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know, had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, go for it! Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you may have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badger my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with your trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah! Oh, man, I made everyone mad. The poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair. That was my Faye. Uh-huh. Slender. Sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing. And the person attacking her. And the one attacking was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up and she hit her. How do you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had the girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. How mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you will. Damn, I almost had her. Alright, here we go. Witness's account. I didn't see everything. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodging the first... the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock. That kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of the report not startle you? Teehee. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock, that kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. The previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. So, you saw them, the two of them. Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? Those were refrained from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack. The woman dodged the first attack and ran to the right. That kind of makes sense, yeah. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with a weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock. Didn't think this come up in another testimony recently. Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock. The kind of statuary thing. The thinker. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, what do you mean? You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, yeah, what do you got, Edgeworth, you bitch? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your questions, Mr. Wright. Oh, I'm objecting that. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my questions. How do you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. I heard it say the time. So you haven't been to the law. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Well, it could have, because when he hit her with the head. She couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard it. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, it's time to switch directions quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung? It couldn't have rung! Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock is in question. It's empty. The clock is missing the clockwork. Boom! How could you possibly? Just look right now. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put up for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradictions. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Yes, I can! Can I just do it now? Can I present it now? No, I can't. I can't present shit. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. Boom, bitch! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone? Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is all the defendant. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation he had with her victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clock was already gone by the time this was recording. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. I don't know what these flashes are. I think it's just for effect. I think it's giving me a seizure. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I got it so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Your Honor, you were there the day before. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence earlier submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Clock in the former statue. The clock ears have been removed. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. The clock was never in any stores. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, shit, Phoenix. You're hilarious. Oh, excuse is not for sale today? Oh. Ah! Oh, she's going Super Saiyan. Oh, she's actually, like, ugly and mean. What is it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Everyone wants everyone to get murdered here. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard this was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. Therefore, in no other way she could have known the finger was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show some evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, no. I fucked up. Mr. Wright, the court... let's see the evidence. For real this time. Show the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Blah, blah, blah. Aha! The wiretap! Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss May Faye's phone, were you not? Oh, objection! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does this defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. I haven't called in a while. Well, what exactly is this? It's a clock. It's made, and it tells you the time. It should. I probably tell you the clock isn't talking. It's lame. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. The cell phone? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation with the defendant, the victim. I might have fucked up. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew to think that there was a clock. Am I wrong? Oh, fuck. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, I look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. Yeah, that's right. That's why I had the right, because I'm a lawyer, you stupid bitch. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. No, she didn't do it. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? It's tippity-tappity irrelevant. She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with the murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course I can, and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way! And I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee. You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quickly, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this up. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Orogo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Ergo. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come to think of it. Call the bellboy. Yeah, call the bellboy as witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I think you shit fucking quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do. Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss May's alibi is not called into questioning after. If Miss May's alibi is not called into questioning after examining the bellboy, then you will recognize May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss May. This is my conditions. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Mai will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept. Alright. I've got nothing to lose. Everything for, well, except for everything. Understood. I accept your conditions. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Ah, shit. I hope I didn't fuck this up. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yeah, he brought even the bellboy stuff home. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in the business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her at the precise at precisely the request of the time, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. Okay. I'm the head busboy for generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at the door on 9 o'clock on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the request time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Are you sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolute, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, then I brought the room service, sir. The guest, sir, favored me with embracer. Embracer? Is that French or something? Embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest. I brought it to her at precisely the request time. She asked for an iced coffee. I believe I received a call after 8. Why would she want a coffee an hour later? Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all of her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tis, finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask you one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice had gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That is all. Okay. This is really it. Now is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Room service. Bed making. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright, Miss, very well. My first thought was that she was beautiful. Beautiful person. She was just my type of girl. So I was really... So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Oh, rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yeah, you can't stop me. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ooh! You fool! Take that, Edgeworth, you stupid bitch. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked in a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see the man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, and Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from the court. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Woo! What a tough day. We did good, though. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh. That face of his, with his eyes wide and Trembling lips. It sent shivers down my spine. If you say so. So, what's happening with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. I got a great lead on today's trial. A lead? The man that's with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What's happening to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Yeah. Using my smarts. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigation. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. And I'm phoenixed out. Jesus Christ, shit went down. Like this is exactly how I wanted it to be. Like in terms of fucking how, like just doing the cording, figuring shit out, finding contradictions. That's fucking fun, and it doesn't fucking. Like, there's one thing I love and hate about Danganronpa, it does drag. It does a lot of character development before you get into anything. I guess because it's only these said fucking people, and you gotta get to know them as much as possible to even have a clue at what they may or may not do. But even then, it's what happens during the murder scene that really fucking connects the dots. So I'm glad that this just fucking cuts right to it. And those are pretty cool trials. And I like that you fucking see the murderer first, and then you have to just figure everything out in between. That's pretty interesting. Alright, there you go. And on that note, well, good. I'll probably be back on a little late.